Hey guys, welcome to New by Design. Today we're going to be doing another guide here on Destiny and how to get the daily heroic mission set to level 28 done solo. Today's guide is going to be for the Buried City here, and it is going to be one of the story missions on Mars here. This one here, you can see there's actually just, on this one there's a lot of just kind of running through stuff. So we're going to speed up all the stuff on the Sparrow and all that kind of stuff. Hop off here. You don't have to kill any of these guys or anything like that. You can just run through them, presumably, unless you are not good at running through stuff, then don't, but you should be able to run through this stuff, no problem at all. These mobs are all just basically the basic Mars area mobs, so they're not actually level increased or anything like that. So you can run through them all. I just chose to kill these here, and basically, like I say, you don't have to. You can actually just run through them if you want to, and there is an Ultra that spawns here, so if you picked up one of the Mars, if you picked up the tiers or anything, kill them all, just because it'll save you time in the long run. But technically all you really have to do is just go here like I'm doing right now, deploy your ghost, and wait for the top right of your screen there to flash with the ghost talking like it did right now, and then you are free to go right on ahead. So you're going to go on right up into here, and you're going to go down the stairs again. There's no sense in killing these mobs if they are here. Somebody happened to kill them before I got through, so that kind of saves me a little bit of time here. But either way, I wouldn't have killed them anyway, so you're just going to kind of run through them again here. We're coming up to a large area with a lot of mobs in it. You don't have to kill even one. You just have to run right on through them. So you're going to go ahead and do that here. You're going to run right through here. A little bit more cautious you need to be here because these are actually upgraded mobs to the level that you set it to. So if you set it to the level 28 heroic difficulty as well, you're still going to have the same problem. So you're going to take a lot of damage here. What you want to do is try to skirt the outsides of it as much as possible. And of course I run into the bottom of the stairs instead of running it up, so that'll kind of take me a little bit more time now to get my sprint going again. You can see that they are in fact level 28 still, so be careful with that, guys. Run on right up through them. Like I said, you're just wasting time if you guys are going ahead and killing them there, unless you have the Mars tiers or one of the Ultra missions that you pick up, like the Daily Vanguards and all that kind of stuff. But I don't have that right now, so I'm just going to skip on right through it. You're going to keep running up here, and I'll say technically you don't have to kill these mobs here. You can technically just run right through to the next area, but I would not recommend it. It's very difficult if you do it that way. It is just going to be much easier for you guys if you go ahead and kill all these mobs. They're not that difficult to kill unless you try to run through them. If you try to run through them, obviously it's going to be a lot more difficult because you're going to have mobs in front of you, behind you, and to both sides of you. But if you just go ahead and pick them off here like this as you're going up to the area, then it's going to be pretty easy for you guys to finish through. So like I say, make sure you guys have, same as all these missions, I didn't say it in this particular one, but what I will say right now that I didn't cover it off earlier, make sure you guys have a lot of ammo. If you have tons of rockets, all the better for you. It's just going to be a lot easier for you guys to go ahead and do this, okay? So what we're going to keep on doing is the same, basically killing them as fast as I am able to. It's not terribly quick because they do have a lot of health. You can see a couple times here. I'm not as concerned as perhaps I should be because this Titan can take quite a bit of damage before I actually die. For you guys, use cover like I am right now, like just kind of backing off into a corner. There's no need to be out in the open exposing yourself there. So what we'll do is we'll kind of go back and forth, and now that the big Centurion is on that side, I might swing on over to this side. I can see that I have my super ready, so I'll go ahead and take those two shield guys that I know are going to be there all the time. That's where the shield guys will be hanging out. So if you guys get a chance to use your super to kill them, just because it is easier, and then you're going to go ahead and keep on pounding through these guys here. You can see that every now and again you're going to have to check behind you because you will find that they try to circle around you. Sometimes they circle in front, sometimes they circle behind. It all depends on where you're positioned and where they started their positioning here. So you can see here again, we've got two more shield guys here now. We've got an Ultra in the back that is going to be in the form of a Colossus or a Centurion, the Ultra version of a Centurion, I guess, because they fire the rockets at you. Just take your sniper rifle and do as many headshots as you can. If you can get a couple headshots in there and on his actual head, not the equipment around his head, you'll be able to take him out probably in 3-4 shots. You can see right there I kind of had some bad luck with the Fleet Phylax or Falnax, or however you say that guy's name, kind of bumping in the way with his shield and taking one of the shots on me there, which didn't help me out at all, but that's okay. So you can see this is pretty much the last mob in this particular area here, just before the boss area, and from there you're going to go right on up into just to the center of the stairs here, and then it's not an issue at all. And once you get up to here, this is going to be the actual fight area. So technically you can skip those mobs and come right into here, but I find a lot of times, especially with the Major or Ultra that we just killed there, the Ultra Colossus that we had, he'll come in behind you and he'll just just destroy you. If you do want to skip that, what you can do is you can run right up, clear one of these top sides here, and start fighting from there. But like I say, you're kind of risking the risk versus the reward. To save yourself about a minute and a half is not worth it, because it's going to make it just a ton harder for you guys if you do it that way. Like I say, just do it this way, guys, unless you're pimps. And if you're pimps, tell me about it and how awesome you guys are and how easy it was for you guys to do that. If you guys tried it and it didn't work, maybe leave a comment in the same thing saying basically that it was hard, you wiped it, and it ended up taking you more time in the end. Like I say, alternatively, leave a comment and tell me about how awesome you are and how much time it saved you if you did do it and you didn't die or anything like that. One thing I'll note about these little green guys here is if you shoot them in the head with a sniper rifle, like directly in their head, it is a one-shot kill. You can see I end up missing him here and getting just under his head because I was kind of in a bit of a rush. But if you hit these scions right in the head, it's going to be a one-shot kill every time with a sniper rifle. And you're going to move on up and take out these guys here. I hate these shield guys. These shield guys are just, they eat so much ammo trying to get through them here, and it's just annoying. You've got the small area to shoot them unless you stagger them. If you stagger them, then it opens up to their headshot there. Or if you kind of jump into the way like that and you're really quick, you can actually also get it in there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to keep on slowly killing this guy because for whatever reason I got too close to him, and that just ended up making it a bit of a pain for me there. So another alternative like I just did there is to jump and then shoot down over top of their shield, but that's kind of a bit of a risky one. So for this first wave that comes, I recommend you kind of go into this area of the room because they all come from the back there, and then slowly picking them off using these areas for cover. You can see I got a nice piece of cover to the right here and a nice piece of cover to the left as well. So it's kind of a good area to shoot from. This is my favorite spot because you kind of just go from the right side to the left side as you need to. You can see here, I end up eating this damage, but it's not really an issue because there's nobody else that can see me. Again, like I say, for the first area, this is my favorite spot to stay just because they can't shoot you through it, and it's a really good area. You can see where they're all going to be. You can kind of rip through it really quickly and get through this wave. Like that wave was actually really quick. The next wave is going to come from right here. I'd recommend using your rockets here and shooting at the floor rather than trying to hit the guys, because if you shoot at the floor, you're going to hit them anyways. You can see how much damage I did there. I basically got them all in the same spot there, which is pretty fantastic. Now that I have a super and there's two shield guys, I'm just going to blow it on the shield guys. Just like I said, I kind of hate dealing with these shield guys. For this area here, I definitely recommend you use the other one. This is exactly the same. It's kind of a mirror image of the other side and how it works. It's just go to this side because for whatever reason, it's actually harder on the other side. And I think it's just because of how they spawned and they immediately go there. So if you were on this side when you initially spawn them, I'm sure this side would be just as bad. So if you started on this side, go to the other side. If you started on the other side, go to this side for the second wave, and you should be pretty fine with it here. You can see right now running out of ammo here, and I took my last shot and missed them. Of course I did, because it would have just been too easy if I didn't, right? So anyways, you can see one of the scions here ended up getting right behind me and putting me in a bit of a bad spot. I'm almost down. I'm actually down below a quarter health. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over to here where I know I cleared it already, and then we're going to slowly take out this guy here. Again, that Colossus, Major Colossus there, or Ultra Colossus, sorry, is just going to be a pain for us until we get rid of it. So we're just kind of going through here trying to basically weed everything out while we're on our way to it. You can see I had a spare rocket left. Probably should have saved that rocket for the actual Major Colossus there himself, but it is what it is. I didn't save it for him. It would have saved me a little bit of time, but that's the way it goes sometimes, right? So you can see, again, we're right back at the Ultra Colossus here. He has a name. I can't remember what it is. It's Brassus Thamin, or however you say it. But he's, for all intents and purposes, he's just a Major Colossus. He does the exact same moves and all that kind of stuff, just a little bit more HP. So you can see right now, because we blinded him, which the Titans have the ability to do, he's still looking forward, and that pretty much makes it super easy for us to finish this off. So that is all there is to this mission, guys. Now you kind of got to go into the center here, wait for the ability to spawn for you to actually set your ghost off into the center here, and for whatever reason I had a heck of a time getting it to spawn for me here, and we finally get it so that I can actually deploy my ghost here to open this up. And you can see right now that's about, I don't know, what is that, like 8.5 minutes to actually do the fighting. You can see about a half minute for intro and stuff like that. And then we're pretty much done here, guys. All we're going to do is see basically what we end up getting from finishing this off, and we're going to see it right now. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? What is it going to be? We're going to get, of course, we're going to get Ascendant Energy instead of Ascendant Shards again. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it useful at all, it sure would help me a lot if you guys would click that like button. Also, if you guys have time, you can hit that bright yellow subscribe button just in the center there. That'll notify you every time I publish a new video. Thanks very much for watching, guys.